Hey guys, today's session is on self-loathing. So if you have been in a loathing state for quite some time or even for a while, then this video is for you. Trust me, I've been there. If things happen to us, let's say that somebody betrayed us or some type of really negative situation happened or things just aren't feeling right, nothing is lining up for you, then we can get in that state of self-loathing. If you're in it right now, just pay attention to physically how that feels in your body. It's very heavy, it's very depressive, it does not feel good. Now the thing about this is, the longer that we are in this state, the more of it we're creating. So you know that you are creating what's in your life through vibration. And that vibration that we are sending out, you can look at that as, compare this here. So think about that heaviness that you have in your body when you are in that self-loathing state. So you could imagine that heaviness. So just imagine how something that is really heavy would vibrate. Now that is going to vibrate the same as other things that feel that same way. So when we can release that, when we can flush it out of our system and we can raise our vibe so that instead of that heaviness, we feel this lightness and we feel this really good feeling inside of us, then that is what we are going to create in our life. Now we can get stuck in this self-loathing feeling for a very long time. It does take actual effort, time and work put into it to release that. So that is what we are working on here today, is releasing that so that you can free yourself from it, so that you can feel lighter, so that you can attract better things into your life. And as we work through today's practice, just remember to be very kind and very loving and very gentle with yourself. We're all just people, we're all just figuring it out, and you're doing a really good job and things are going to get better for you. So just get really comfortable here. You can do this laying down, you can do this sitting up, and as we go through today's practice, set the intention right now of just feeling better. I am going to feel better by the end of this practice, and then you certainly will. So if you are ready, get comfortable, and let's get started with today's session. Get nice and comfortable for today's self-loathing practice. So I know that this feeling is very, very heavy, and it makes it difficult to even get through a day having any kind of energy. So what we are working at here today is just removing this energetically and using the help of the divine to do that. So start by getting nice and comfortable here and really just let yourself let go and relax. So focus there, right in the very center of you. And as you focus in the center of you, just send your breath right into the center of you. And every time that you breathe some energy there into the center of you, I want you to imagine that there is this really light blue, white light that is just filling up right in the center of you, and it's growing and expanding every time that you breathe. So just keep breathing just like that. Let's let this expand so much so that it can reach the tips of our toes, right to the top of our head, and even to our fingertips. So keep breathing and keep growing that beautiful energy there. Wonderful. Okay, so now I want you to just imagine here that you can float up above your body so you can see yourself down below. And you're going to start to clear away any of that dense, heavy, depressive energy that is there. So how you're going to do that is with the assistance of somebody else. So we are going to invite in perhaps an angel, whatever feels right for you, maybe a guide, maybe somebody else just popped into your head. But as you invite somebody to assist you with this, you are going to ask, you are going to pray, you are going to say, divine healing intelligence, please remove this heavy, dense energy that I have been carrying with me. Please remove this from my energy system. And all negative thoughts and all negative patterns associated and all emotions associated with this heavy, dense energy. Now I want you to repeat in your mind, clear, clear, as whoever it is that came there to assist you will begin to sweep away and to remove away any of that heavy, dense energy that is there. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes here to do this. So just allow them to do their work. Keep repeating to yourself, clear. You're going to notice, you're going to feel a shift begin to happen. Okay, now if you need more time, absolutely pause this video and take as much time as you need so that that energy can be cleared there. But if you are ready to proceed here, what we're going to do is we are going to look now at your body, now that it's cleared, at a cellular level. So I want you to just imagine here the very tiniest cell in your body there. So just imagine that teeny tiny little cell there in your body. And I want you to notice all that space inside of it. So you might see the little parts kind of moving around inside there, but you're going to notice that they're moving around in all that empty space. So now in this space, we are going to fill it with beautiful, perfect, divine love as it was intended to be and as it was originally created to be. It was made of perfect, beautiful love. So now let's take this beautiful, feminine, divine energy. Let me tell you about it. This feminine energy is the most warm, caring, kind, gentle, motherly love you could ever possibly imagine. And that beautiful, white, brilliant love begins to flood into the tiniest cells in you. And every single cell of your body notices this and responds and begins to also fill with this beautiful, caring, warm, gentle, loving, beautiful, feminine love. Just let that fill all of your cells there. Let it flood through your whole body, through all your senses, filling all your cells. Wonderful. Now we are going to use that beautiful masculine energy, which is protective, comforting, and very, very safe. It really, really just protects us and loves us. So let's take that beautiful masculine energy there now, and let's let it flood into those cells as well, in all that space. So this is a combination of that feminine and masculine. It is just pure, beautiful, magnificent, wonderful, warm-hearted love. Let that fill all those cells there. Now I want you to pay particular attention to all of the little cells around your heart and your heart space and in through your chest area. So really concentrate it there. And as you do that, you should feel a lighter, uplifted feeling just beginning to flood through those senses there in that part of your body. Wonderful. And so as you do that here now, you are just going to give yourself a hug. So I want you to wrap your arms around yourself and just give yourself that beautiful love and support, showing yourself that beautiful kindness. You have such a kind and beautiful heart. So just giving that to yourself. I know you always give it to everybody else, but it's really time that you give that you start giving that to yourself as well. So just let yourself feel that love. Let yourself feel that hug, supported. Oh, it's so wonderful, so warm, so uplifting, so comforting and safe. And then from that space there, you're going to just take one of your hands, you're going to put it on your cheek, and you're going to tell yourself, I love you, and use your name. I love you, use your name. You're going to tell yourself, you deserve good and wonderful things. You deserve good and wonderful things. You're so deserving and worthy of them. Then you're going to take that hand, you're going to put it on your heart there, and you're just going to give yourself even more love. And so I want you to imagine here that you can send through the palms of your hands right into your heart, that you can send yourself even more and more deep and beautiful love right into your heart. In your heart, in that space all around your heart, just let it flood in through your senses there, filling your whole entire heart space. And then you're going to take your hand, you're going to gently put it on your throat, and you are going to lovingly tell yourself, it's okay to say what needs to be said. It's okay to say what you need to say. Your voice is just as important as everybody else's. I love your voice. I love what you have to say. And then you can just take your hands, you can let them rest wherever is comfortable now. And as you just continue to breathe here, just allowing this nice stillness to rest over your body there. I hope you gained some insights while we were doing this here today. So I am going to bring you back to the room now. So I'm just going to count from 5 to 1 as I do. As always, just bringing your awareness back into your body. But as you come back, first of all, take a nice deep breath. I want you to notice that you feel lighter. Okay, and I want you to notice that it feels easier to breathe. And I want you to notice that you created this relief yourself by loving yourself. This is all about love. It's always all about love. It's always been about love. And so 5, showing yourself so much more compassionate love here in the future, being so gentle and kind with yourself. And 4, letting yourself know it's going to be okay. It's not always going to be this way. You know, things change throughout life all the time. We are strong. We are courageous. We've got through a lot before, and we're going to get through anything that is ever thrown our way. And 3, just bringing back that strength and that courage with you, and bringing back that beautiful energy too, and really loving yourself, appreciating yourself more, showing yourself more kindness and compassion, and then coming all the way back in. You're going to open up your beautiful eyes right now on the number 1. Eyes open. Good job. All the way back. Good job. Today, guys, I love you so much. You guys are never alone. There's this whole community of us here, and I just love you guys so much. Please, work through these videos as you go through all these different emotions and all this different stuff. My intent for you is that you will just find and feel relief, and I believe that you have found that today, because that is always my intent. So please, share this with anyone that you feel could also benefit from it. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, really anybody. If it just pops into your mind, like, hey, this person can use that, that is that divine guidance that we just need to listen to, that always leads us to wonderful things. So don't forget to listen to your intuition and just do what feels right and what feels good for you. So love to you all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Everybody take care, and just know you guys are really loved. Love you all.